Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up,
What's
champ?
going on, champ?
Hey,
How are
what's
you?
up with it?
How's everything?
I'm chilling, brother. You know, everything good. Nothing too much, you know what I'm saying?
So you
I
got
just
that beautiful belt in the back.
Yeah, I got a few little, something.
Oh,
Like that.
I just seen on your story you was working with Shakur. Was that today?
Yeah, that was today. That was early this morning. Me and Shakur got some working.
How long y'all been
Are you
sparring
get,
for? I've been seeing a couple pictures of you guys.
We just worked twice so far. That's all. We worked a few weeks ago, and then we just worked today.
are you getting prepared for hearing?
Yeah, he about to fight Heron. He fight Heron next.
You I heard there were talks about you and Mikey Garcia. Is that happening, or that was just whatever?
It's not happening right now. I think it will happen eventually in the future, but right now it's just not happening. He said he needs a tune up. So
I don't
that
blame him.
it's tune up, bro. He said he needs a tune up. He don't want to fight me right now. He needs a tune up. So hey, if he needs a
I,
tune up,
I think that's a good fight.
Hey,
He's
get a little
real 147.
rust off before you get dog walked. I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either. I told him I like you in that fight. To be honest,
yeah. So
I
we'll
I
like you.
actually think you would stop him in that.
yeah. Hopefully,
I wanted to see
hopefully it
Tank
happens.
Davis take
So
that.
but it's
Take
not.
that fight.
But it's not gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen right now. I think the plan is he's gonna get a fight, I'll get a fight, and then maybe we fight each other after that. But in boxing, you just never know. You never know what's gonna happen in boxing. So I'm just just waiting. Keep training, keep waiting, keep getting sharper, keep getting better. The longer people, the longer they wait, the better I'm gonna get. That's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
You're a
It's
big fight. That's a lot of people protecting their zero. So a lot of people don't want to fight you right now.
Yeah, of course. I know how I go. I'm high risk, low reward. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
There's a lot of those right now in boxing, though. So you just got to keep working. You got to keep grinding. You're gonna get it.
Seen that work you gave Josh Taylor. They don't want. Then nobody.
Yo,
I haven't
you were
really
the
heard
only
nobody
one
really call you
close.
out in a while.
Yeah,
Nah.
after that Josh Taylor fight, nobody wanted it.
Nah, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
And honestly, I had Josh Taylor winning, but I picked you to win by knockout. But after you beat him, after he beat you, but it was so close.
Mm-hmm.
I gave him his respect after that fight because I really thought you were gonna because he's always so prone. He could box, but he's prone to getting into brawls, and he took your power, and I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah, he took it. He definitely took it.
Real great inside fighting.
Yeah, for sure. He's tougher than I thought I was gonna. Everybody told me,
he's tougher
bro.
than I gave him credit for.
Everybody told me, bro, don't go to England, bro. You gonna lose a decision. So I was like, bro, I'm gonna knock him out. I'm positive I'm gonna knock Josh Taylor out. He definitely took my punches. So I definitely credit him for that.
Is the AB fight? Is that still one you want?
I want it, but that ain't. Bro. That ain't.
He's a terrible style for AB. Anyone who remotely throws high volume is beating AB right now. It don't matter. AB can't.
You think Tank might want to try to give you that fight or no?
Huh?
You think Tank's gonna want to try to take that fight with you or no? You think he was just saying your name just to say it?
Listen, bro.
Yeah, he clout you. He don't want that. He's gonna get beaten if he fucking fights Regis.
They've been saying my name, and everybody said my name and just to say it. You know what I'm saying? So people listen. This how I go, right? People say my name and get the people hype, get the fans hype. Oh Lord, they gonna fight each other, and then they go fight somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I kind of go. I kind of caught on to what people starting to do right now. So I don't respond to nobody no more, bro. I'm not gonna call out anybody. I hope the thing is I'm so passionate about boxing. I love boxing. I'm so passionate about boxing to where. Like when somebody called me, I'm with it. I'm ready to fight. I got a whole gym at my house, so I'm training all the time. A fight, no fight, training camp, no training camp, whatever. I'm always training. So when somebody say they want to fight me, I'm like, yeah, bet, that's whatever. But but people. So like I said, I mean, I just I get into like the verbal sparring matches with people, and it never happens. So I think now. I'm done with calling people out, bro. I'm not calling nobody out because me and Mikey, we're supposed to fight next.
Mm-hmm.
And, now he said he needs a tune-up fight. And So and then it was just, so he said he said me and Mikey was supposed to fight next. I was on FaceTime with Mikey. Mikey said, yeah, we gonna fight next. I was on FaceTime with Robert Garcia. Yeah, we gonna fight next. My manager and Robert Garcia was together somewhere at a fight or something like that. It was like, yeah, they all gonna fight next. Then all of a sudden Mikey needs a tune-up, and then they said he needs a tune-up, but then I saw he was fighting September 18th, which the show got canceled now, but he was fighting September 18th, and I found that out like last week. So you must have knew you was already fighting if you fight September 18th. That's like, that's in a few weeks now, So it's just all kinds of things going on like that, bro. So I'm not, I don't care about it.
Was he supposed to be on the original Canelo undercard? Because that's what Canelo was supposed to fight on the 18th of September.
I don't know. I don't know the details about Mikey. I knew I was him next, and it didn't happen. So I'm like, yeah, I'm
a wish list of guys that you really want to fight.
A wish list of guys I really want to fight. First off, listen, I want to be a champion again at 140. I want those belts. That's what I want to do. Mm-hmm. Now, until that time, then I'll fight whoever, bro. I mean, I don't like. I fight Mikey. I fight Adrian Broner. I fight Gervonta Davis. Josh Taylor rematch. The thing I don't. One thing, a person I don't say is Josh Taylor rematch, because I know it's not gonna happen right now. I know that. So with the Adrian Broner, I thought that was a potential fight. I thought that was a potential me and him gonna fight. With Gervonta Davis,
Taylor also probably try to come overseas again.
Huh?
Taylor would also probably make him come overseas because he has all the.
Yeah, and I'm not doing that. So that's
I wouldn't do it either.
Yeah, I scratch that. So like I said, so that's the only I know. That's the only person I don't call out, because it's not. I know it's not going to happen. I know me and Josh Taylor is not going to fight right now, but I do believe we're going to fight eventually. I do believe we're going to fight again, because the fight was so close, and I still believe I won. So most people feel, not most people, but a lot of people, they told me that I won. So and I felt like I won, but I felt like if the fight was here, I would have got a decision, but. He won. Congratulations. He's undisputed now. Undisputed 140-pound champion. Congratulations. So now, for me now, I don't say that name because I know it's not going to happen. So I thought Adrian Broner was a possibility. That's not going to happen. So I'm not saying that. Gervonta Davis, I didn't feel like that was a possibility, but he said something about me. So of course I gotta respond and say something back. That's not going to happen. Who else? And then Mikey Garcia. Me and Mikey was supposed to fight. I thought that was.
Yeah. He paused?
Yeah, me and Mikey Garcia. Me and Mikey Garcia, they were supposed to happen, and that didn't happen. So it was like, I'm done calling people out, bro. I just, whenever they tell me I gotta fight, then that's when I'll fight. But I'm done. I feel like I'm done calling people out, bro. I'm just, I'm gonna train. I'm gonna keep getting better, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and that's it.
One fight that I still want to see, I always felt you would have won this, but I know it was probably the biggest fight at 140 at one point, was you on Ramirez. I still want that fight.
Yeah, definitely.
Ramirez is probably going up, though, no?
I don't know.
Having trouble making 140?
I can't say what Ramirez is doing, bro. He might stay around 140. He might go up to 147. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know Ramirez like that, so... Mm-hmm.
So I don't know the rules specifically, but as a boxer, when you're ranked in a certain organization, if you can't get a fight against, let's say, a guy ranked 1 or 2 or whatever, do they just put you up against somebody?
No, I don't. I'm doing something. I don't have a symbol. I'm sorry, brother. My son came in here. What you said again?
It's all good. It's all good. When you can't get, let's say you can't get one of these top guys to fight you, right? You can't get a big name to fight you, whatever. But you want to fight. Could you still get a guy in like a top 5 in one of the rankings, wherever you're ranked? Like, could they force it? Like, could the sanctioning body force a fight with one of the guys?
Let me tell you about this, right? So let me give you a scenario how boxing works, right? So, at the time, I was, let me even go farther than that, right? So about the whole thing with me and Jose Ramirez, right? This is, what happened, right? I'll go back to the beginning, right? So at the time, Amir Rahman was ranked up. The WBC was vacated. Terrence Crawford went up. He went up to 147. The WBC title was vacated, right? At the time, Amir Rahman was number 1. I was number 2, Jose Ramirez was number 3, and Victor Postal was number 4. The WBC ordered Amir Ahmad and Jose Ramirez 1 and 3 to fight for the WBC belt, the real WBC belt. And they ordered number 2, which is me, number 2 and 4 to fight for the interim belt, me and Victor Postal. Of course, the fight with Victor Postal. It don't make sense, right? But it is what it happened. So me and Victor Postal pulled out because he had an injury in sparring. Then I ended up fighting Undaga. I knocked Undaga in the second round. And then I was the interim champion. After that, interim champion, if you know interim champion, that means you are mandatory for that belt. They gave me, I was mandatory for the belt. So what they did is they gave me a fight. Top Rank gave me I wasn't promoted by Top Rank. Top Rank gave me a fight. Chill out. Yeah, take it. Top Rank gave me a fight in my hometown, gave my own date, my own fight in my hometown, just so I don't fight Jose Ramirez. So if you think mandatory and all that means something, that's just a story.
All the boxing sanctioning bodies are full of shit. Like what's going on with the WBA right now, where they're getting rid of all their belts and stuff. I like that. I feel like the WBC needs to do that. Honestly, I've been saying for a long time the IBF is like the only sanctioning body that really follows their own rules, and that they only follow their own rules because they got investigated heavy in 1996. I feel like every single sanctioning body should get investigated like that, and you would see like a change in boxing. Did you just hear that we were talking about it before we got on with you? Valdez is allowed to fight on September 10th.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't speak on that. You know, I heard.
I know you don't want to throw shade at nobody.
But
like that's boxing, top to bottom is corrupt. We already know that. We're hardcore boxing fans in here. We ain't no casuals.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about going up anytime?
No, not until I get my belt again at 140.
That's what I like to hear.
Everybody always telling me about, you know, I saw Bob Arum do an interview and say I was fighting Crawford. Like, what are you talking about? I'm fighting at 140. I'll definitely fight Crawford, you know, once I go to 140.
Trying to get any fighter to fight Crawford right now.
Yeah, I want a belt again at, you know, I want a belt again at 140. I want to be a champion at 140 before I go to 147. So until I do that, you know, I'm gonna stay at 140.
So with all the names that was recently to mention with you, besides Josh Taylor, like Broner, Tank, and Mikey, which one did you want the most out of the 3?
I ain't got no pick, bro. I don't say no more names. I told you I'm not saying no more names, bro, because they names.
Feel that.
So I called out so many people and it just never happened. So I'm done, bro. Like I'm gonna just whoever they tell me to fight, that's what I'm fighting. Because guess what? If I say any one of those names, I guarantee I won't fight them. I end up fighting somebody else. So I'm just, you know, like I said, I'm done calling out names and stuff like that. I'm be a champion again at 140. I'm gonna get paid a lot of money on the way to doing it. So that's all I'm worried about.
Exactly. I really felt like you should have been the one fighting Barrios that night with the when Tank fought Santa Cruz. I was always like, why isn't Barrios fighting Regis?
Well, I thought Barrios would have got washed.
So with the whole Barrios thing, you know, I thought that, you know, I was expected to fight Barrios. You know, I fought in San Antonio on Tank's undercard. Barrios did, you know, he was the co-main event, and then after that Gervonta Davis fought. And then for me, I thought that I was gonna fight Barrios. After that, I was gonna fight for that belt. And I was told that Barrios cannot. They said he cannot make 140 no more. Absolutely, he has to go up to 147. So I was like, all right, cool. Let me still fight for the belt. Then, you know, a few weeks go by and, you know, he's fighting Adrian Broner. So for me, I commented on something I put on Twitter. I was like, that's some bitch ass shit, because he was supposed to fight me, and now, you know what I'm saying, now he was fighting Adrian Broner. I mean, he was fighting Gervonta Davis at 140, but he all of a sudden he can make 140. And I understand. If I was Barrios, I'll do the same thing, because Gervonta Davis is a bigger name than me, right? So that's cool. You know, I understand it, but it's still some bitch ass shit, right?
You can't lie like that.
You know, see it every day.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, bro, I mean, listen, they want their bread, they want their money. And I understand you fight Gervonta Davis, you're gonna make more. You know, I think there was a pay-per-view, so you're gonna make more if you fight me. I would destroy Barrios way faster than Gervonta Davis did. So I would definitely fuck him up way worse than that and faster. So of course I understand what you're doing. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, still some bitch ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But I understand you grab your money. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's for. You fight for the belts and you fight for money. But the money is the most the fucking most important thing. Grab your money. So I understand what he did, but still, it was just some bitch ass shit.
Yeah, the way I see it, if you want to be the best at 140 and you're not going to get Josh Taylor, they got to come see you. Because
That's a fact.
there's no other consensus best at
Right
140
now, I
other
rate
than
you
you.
number 2 at 140.
Yeah, but
You're the only one that made Josh Taylor look human.
I'm high.
You're the only one.
Bro, I'm high risk, low reward, so I already know what I am. That's just it is what it is. That's how it goes, and that's boxing. So I just got to keep working. I feel like I will be a champion again at 140 eventually, and I'm gonna just keep working. I'm getting better. I feel like honestly, I was already a world champion, made millions of dollars already, and I feel like I'm scratching the surface already right now. So I know I'm gonna be, I'm gonna do everything. So I'm not. For me, I can't worry about those names. I'm not calling nobody out no more. I'm kind of done all that stuff. I'm gonna do me. That's all. Just worry about me, nobody else.
Do you have an idea when you're gonna be back in the ring?
Not yet. Hopefully before the end of the year. But I have no date.
I actually was supposed to come see you fight last year in Maryland when you and Maurice Hooker was supposed to fight, but then COVID messed that up.
COVID messed that up, and then the weight issues and stuff like that, and that never happened. Like all the fights I talk shit about, it's just like all my fights I talk and I say shit and I talk shit, and just they don't happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I'm done. I'm done talking, bro. I really want to be not too much of a shit talk and be humble, but it's just my passion. If you tell me if I got a fighter and tell me they can beat me and I feel like I can whoop your ass, then I'm gonna just say it. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of wanna. Just revert to that, but I'm just passionate about my work.
Yeah, like on that undercard, on the Tank undercard at the press conference, he was like, "So what do you think you're gonna do in this fight?" You're like, "Man, I'm gonna fuck this boy up. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just fuck this boy up."
Yeah. It's crazy, bro. So I saw his coach. His coach, he was like, "Yeah, he looked like a bitch or something like that." And like, call me a bitch. Like, the coach can't get in the ring. You know that, right? The coaches can't get in the ring for you. So you gotta think about what you're saying to me. Because I might take that shit personally. And but I saw his coach. I forgot his name, but I saw his coach at the YouTube. They had a YouTube fight with the dude Austin Roman. I was working his car, and I saw his coach, and he was just, he was like, yeah, he's just talking. That it is. But that's just how I go. So,
Yeah. I mean, not much you can say after that. After what you did to dude.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen nobody go on a fight like that and just fuck somebody up. It's like you was just there to fuck him up and go home.
Yeah. Right, exactly, and that's what exactly I did, bro. Because I don't know if y'all know about my history, but my wife was pregnant. The baby was. I fought Saturday. My wife was pregnant. The baby was supposed to come Friday, and I fought Saturday night. So and she had a home birth. So I kind of did what I had to do, and I got right back to Houston. And she baby Sunday morning. So
there you go. So what do you think about fights coming up, man? Like other fights, like got Seth Fulton fighting Figueroa. What other big fights are happening next?
Canelo and Plant.
You got Wilder Fury 3. You got that crazy De La Hoya card.
De La Hoya, yeah. I mean,
don't forget Adrian Usyk too.
That's all.
AJ and Usyk.
Yeah, that's all in the De La Hoya shit. AJ and Usyk, I think that'll be a great fight. Usyk is a great boxer, but I think just what's his name? Josh was just a little bigger, a little stronger. That might play a effect as far as Tyson Fury and Wilder. I kind of go with Wilder, bro. And the reason why I think right now I think that Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight on the planet, but I still go with Wilder, and the reason why is because it's just about sticking with your people. Like I went to, and a lot of people, if you never been to England, when you go, they stick with their people. You can be 0-100, and guess what? They sticking with their people. But Americans, we don't do that. Soon as a motherfucker lose or whatever, or something they say you don't like, they kind of going against them, and they don't want to deal with them no more and stuff like that. But like over there, bro, you can be 0-100. You can lose all your. They're gonna pack the stadium out. They can put 60,000 people in the stadium. That's how they rock, So I think that we need to be like that over here. So, I mean, I rock with Deontay Wilder on that fight.
I think Wilder got too much to lose in that fight for him to really go out there and lose too.
I mean,
I see you watch a lot of boxing. Is there any fighters that you feel like is a must see for you? or any fighters that you like to study from?
A bunch. I can go the list on and on. My favorite fighter is Mike Tyson. You know, my favorite fighter is Mike Tyson. That's kind of what got me into boxing. And my favorite fighter to watch is probably Roberto Duran. I just loved every time I watch boxing, I gotta type in that ROBEROTE, whatever, TO, whatever. You know, I gotta type in Roberto Duran every time, you know. So I love watching Duran, and I'm definitely a big Pernell Whitaker fan, and another southpaw, great southpaw is Marvin Hagler. Rest
From my
in peace.
hometown.
I always Marvin Hagler. So probably if I had, you know, I turn my TV on back here and put on YouTube, it'll probably be Duran and Marvin Hagler. That's who I always watch. But I watch fucking fights. Just I can go all the way to the black and white, bro. Like Joe Gans. You know, people don't even know who the hell that is. Joe Armstrong,
the old master.
Yeah. So you know, I really study.
Willie Pep.
Yeah, I really study. I know.
Danny Leonard.
Who's one fighter in history you wish you can go back and fight?
Duran. Oh, Duran. So look, it's two people. It's Duran, and I put something on Twitter yesterday. I said, man, you know, at 140.
I know what you about to say. I seen it.
I'm gonna let boxing fans. Man, who's probably the best 140-pound fighter in the history?
I already know who you talk because I seen your tweet yesterday.
Oh, you already know. Aaron Pryor. I think Aaron Pryor was a fucking
hawk.
Aaron Pryor was just a monster. You know, I was, man, at 140, if I can avoid any fight in history, it'll be Aaron Pryor, because Aaron Pryor was a monster.
Right there.
But I would want to, you know, like, definitely get in the ring with him. Maybe not a fight, but definitely get in the ring with Aaron Pryor in the ring. So I wish Duran and Aaron Pryor would have like fought whatever. And I wish Aaron Pryor could have like fought Sugar Ray Leonard and see what happened. Man, Aaron Pryor was a fucking
Pryor wanted that fight too.
Yeah, he won
that fight.
Ray didn't want it. I don't blame him.
I don't blame him.
Facts.
One guy I would have definitely avoided was Tommy Hearns. I would have avoided the shit out of him.
Tommy
47.
That one of the best jabs of all time.
He beat because he was a beast. No, Tommy was a fucking monster, not a beast. Tommy was a fucking monster, but Tommy will get tired. You know, Tommy, you know, he'll get you move them legs like Ray Leonard did.
Higher weights. At the higher weights, his chin was a little iffy. But that was at 147 though, he was unstoppable.
Right.
But just fighting like an on-point Tommy Hearns, that sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah.
There's very few welterweights in history that I would favor against Tommy Hearns. Like Sugar Ray Robinson, I would. And like outside of Sugar Ray Robinson, there are very, very few. Like I think Tommy Hearns would give Floyd Mayweather problems. Like if we go back fantasy fights, with that long reach, like Mayweather was used to always having the reach advantage on guys. He had that height. It was just like, and that he had that power, and that jab was nasty.
Yeah, he was a monster. Tommy was a monster, man. There's so many great fights in history, bro. I love them. I study these people. I read about them. I love them.
Yeah.
What's your dream venue to fight at?
Superdome.
I knew you was about to say that.
In Superdome, you know, that actually is a possibility, a big possibility. You know, we just gotta get the right opponent. But yeah, Superdome for sure.
I feel like if you would ever get that Tank fight, and if they would ever go there, that would be a real possibility.
Stadium.
Adrian Brown, I think me and Adrian Brown do real good at Superdome.
Y'all can sell that fight.
You know?
Me and him
can really sell that fight.
Be some shit talking. You know,
Does he
talking
just not
bullshit. You know,
or what is it?
Huh?
I think
that
he just
would be crazy.
Fight no more. That's the thing with him.
Right. Yeah, we'll see. But I be talking to Adrian Broner, bro. Like you know, me and him, we actually kind of on the same side.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm just saying.
I'd pay to see that press conference. Oh my God, Regis and Adrian Broner.
It'd be worse than when he fought Paulie.
Yeah.
Way worse.
Is there any fights right now that you want to see more than any others?
Like as far as what coming up?
Guys boxing each other, anyone else boxing each other?
Yeah, just if there's one fight that you can make out of current fighters, what would it be? And you can put politics aside. It can even be one with you in it.
I think everybody wants to see that, Crawford and Spence. It's between Crawford and Spence and Fury and AJ.
Who do you pick in those?
I said before Fury came back that I think AJ is tailor-made for him.
Oh, I didn't hear what he said. Who did you say, Regis?
You mean out of Crawford and Spence? Man, it's a hard decision, bro. You know, like the thing is, Crawford. Listen, I said I want to fight Crawford. You know, I told Crawford, me and him always talking. We cool, and you know, we get into it times, and I said I want to fight him, but Crawford is a special talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You know, if you look at history, like Crawford is very, very good, but he just don't have the opponents. You know, so it's just like, is he good because of those opponents, or is he really that good? You know, he just doesn't have the resume. On the other hand, Errol Spence, he's good and he has the resume. He's beaten really good fighters, you know. So, but I can't really pick, bro. It's just, I don't know. I really don't know. At first, I was all Spence, you know, because we, you know, I'm Louisiana, but I'm Texas boy at the same time. I'm from New Orleans. I'm a Texas boy. This boxing shit, I'm a Texas boy. So, I always said, you know, Errol Spence, but, you know, Crawford just be, you know, he just be destroying people, you know, very, very easily, you know, and
has a killer mentality.
It's kind of hard to pick. So I definitely would want to see that fight, and then, like I said, Fury and Wilder.
Do you fight Spence a couple times in the amateurs?
We fought twice in the amateurs.
Yeah, imagine that. Damn. Is there any footage of that?
I got it. I got it. Footage. I have it on DVD right in the back of this drawer over here. I got it on DVD.
How much you want for it?
No. You can't even pay me for it.
It's funny he asked, because I was just about to say, is there any notable names right now that's pros that you fought back in the amateurs?
I think Errol's the main one. Errol's probably the biggest one. You know, it's other people, you know, that's pros obviously, but Errol's like Errol's the main one. You know
that Porter fought Usyk in the amateurs?
Porter for Usyk?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Porter fought,
but I remember hearing that shit.
He did.
Porter fought everybody in the amateurs.
Porter won?
I think Porter won. Porter won.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah.
Because if you remember, Porter started his pro career at 65. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So that's what he fought at.
That's why you can never count Porter out.
Now, Regis, I don't know how long you plan on fighting, but is there any dream opponent that you want to fight before you retire? They don't even have to be in your weight class right now. Just wherever you think your ceiling is for weight, who do you want to step in the ring with before it's all gone?
Man, probably Tyson Fury, bro. I'm gonna be a heavyweight. Probably Fury, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, and Joshua. Fucking give me all the heavyweight. That's what I want. I always, you know, my dream was to be a heavyweight, bro. I always wanted to be a heavyweight. Unfortunately, I'll never be a heavyweight. But
you really want to be like Tyson, then?
I want to be a heavyweight. I always, you know, listen, bro. The heavyweight is like, for me. All right, Tyson is my favorite fighter because of Tyson was like, they say the baddest man on the planet. For me, when I looked at Tyson growing up, it's no man on the planet that can beat this man. That's kind of what I thought. He's a heavyweight, so he's fighting the biggest man. I mean, if you walk down the street and you can find the biggest, strongest, toughest motherfucker, and you look at Mike Tyson, he was fucking 5'9", 5'10", and he can knock them motherfuckers out. 5'9", 5'10", and he was 215 pounds. And he can knock them out, bro. Like, for me, like, that heavyweight is just like, you know, it's just like you're the baddest on the planet, bro. Another one I looked at like that, somebody else, I know him, is Daniel Cormier. And I know, you know, that's it. Daniel Cormier was like the heavyweight UFC champion. That mean, for me, bro, that's like, bro, you can beat, and I know DC. And it's like, bro, you can beat every man on this you can whoop every man on this planet ass. Almost every man on this planet, you can whoop their ass. No matter what the fuck, hand-on-hand combat, you can fuck them up. And that's just like, that's amazing. And I feel like that about myself. Not every man, because, you know, they got size, but I still like to fuck a lot of big dudes up. But I just like that, you know, like how Tyson was, bro. At that time, bro, he was just like, I don't know,
when he was up and he was focused, he was unstoppable.
Yeah, Tyson wasn't never lose. Never.
I wish we could have seen Tyson versus Riddick Bowe.
I think
They're
Tyson
both from Brooklyn too. They're both from Brooklyn.
I think Tyson would have definitely won.
You think so?
Yeah, I think Tyson will win.
A sharp focused Tyson when he had Kevin Rooney in his corner, 100% beats Riddick
Yeah.
Bowe.
So
After he got rid of his corner, that's when he started having problems.
Riddick Bowe, I was in Miami with Riddick Bowe years ago, like 7-8 years ago, and I said, man, what about you and Tyson? He said, man, Tyson was your height, man. You know how to did the Tyson. He will, Riddick Bowe is very playful. Riddick Bowe, he's very playful. So he was like, man, I would have. And then he always do this little thing with his hand, like he like fucking like he knocked out and shit. Like he said that's how he said, you know where I get that from? I get that from Holyfield. After when him and Holyfield he fought, he fucking I remember he fucking hit Holyfield and dipped under and hit that motherfucker again, and that's how Holyfield was. Holyfield was all fucked up. So but yeah, bro, to bring this story, like that would have been a good fight, but I definitely got it.
There's so many fights I wish.
You're a Tyson fan, so I gotta ask. Both at their best, who wins, Tyson and Ali?
Ali.
Okay.
Ali.
My man.
Man,
I always thought with that fight that Tyson would have to knock him out early, and if it went past 6 rounds, then Ali 100%.
Listen, bro, Ali was too mentally strong. One thing, Tyson was very physically strong, but mentally he wasn't that strong. Tyson would, if you was with Teddy Atlas and stuff, he would tell you, you can look at interviews. He said, Tyson.
I know about it.
Like that in a dressing room, he'll be crying and all that type of stuff. So, he was mentally, he wasn't that strong. Muhammad Ali would die in that fucking ring before he let you beat him. I mean, look at his career, bro. He fucking fought way past and he let people hit on him. Like he would fucking, bro, he would die in that fucking ring. I mean, Ali would hit him all kinds of shit, be talking to him. Listen, Ali beat George Foreman. George Foreman was Mike Tyson. Before Mike Tyson, George was Mike Tyson. Before Mike Tyson, he fucking beat George. He let Big George hit on him. Like, come on,
and
bro.
Sonny Liston. And Ernie Shavers.
George Foreman. Fucking Ernie Shavers.
Ronnie Lau.
You know what George Foreman said? He used to be Sonny Liston's sparring partner, and he said that Sonny Liston was the only man that ever forced him to box.
Yeah. Right.
So George Foreman said that in an interview.
He was a monster, bro. So Ali beat all them dudes. So just imagine a Tyson.
Yeah.
Nah.
Mike Tyson was. You know what it was? It wasn't even his power. It was his speed that got a lot of people. A lot of people underrate that. Like his power, I don't think he had like Deontay Wilder power or Ernie Shavers power. His speed is what got people. Kind of like Manny Pacquiao. His speed is what gave people problems. They just didn't see it coming. That's why those knockouts look so devastating.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, Regis, I got to question you about one fight because this is another. I didn't get the This is another dream fight that I wish had happened a long time ago. How do you see Jamal versus Canelo going?
Listen, bro. The twins like brothers, so I got them all day long. With that being said, I feel like Canelo is a fucking creative player right now. I feel like Canelo can't be fucking. He can't be beat. But with that being said, the twins like my brother, so I'm rocking with the twins. I'm rocking with Maul, until the wheels fall off. That's just how it is. We all grew up together. So I gotta go.
There's certain styles that give Canelo problems, and I think that Jamal throwing high volume and power punching and being there, having a good chin, it would give Canelo problems. The other thing that gives Canelo problems are guys that move around a lot and make Canelo come to them. Because Canelo likes to counter dude, so if he has to come to you and his endurance isn't that great. Like his knees aren't that great. So if like Caleb Plant, for example, if his power is good enough to keep Canelo honest, not like necessarily hurt Canelo, but as long as he can keep Canelo like make him respect him, and his stamina doesn't go in like the late rounds, he has a chance.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But it depends. I don't know. Canelo, his power got more at 168. He seems more powerful than he ever was.
Seems real comfortable at 68. Like I seen guys like comfortable at a weight, but Canelo's just like at home at 68. I feel like you don't got to cut too much. He don't got to blow himself up. It seems like the perfect weight for him.
Yeah.
What's your favorite fight out of all of yours?
Probably it's probably two, the Terry Flanagan fight and the Undango fight. The Undango fight because I was just it just kind of introduced me to the boxing world. He was like Damn, it's fucking a champion. He had 2 belts or whatever, you know. Yeah, whatever champion you call it. He had 2 belts, and he only lost to Crawford, and Crawford knocked him out in 3 rounds, and I knocked him out in the second round. You know, so I like that fight. You know, and I fucking, you know, I just destroyed Undango. You know, so I like that fight, but the Terry Flanagan fight, because I was so loose and I was so comfortable in that fight. You know, I felt so fucking good. One more fight too. I fought my first showbox fight. I fought a dude named Amos Cohart, and you know, I broke like a show record. I threw like over 1,000 punches, and it was an 8-round fight. So I threw a lot of fucking punches, you know. So those 3 fights. But yeah, with the Terry Flanagan fight, you know, the reason Terry Flanagan fight is because, like I said, I was very loose, I was very comfortable, and it was no pressure on me. And the reason why, because the fight previous to that, I fought Juan Velasco or something like that in New Orleans, and that was my worst fight. Because I was fucking terrified. I was so nervous going out to I was so nervous. Like, I tell people, you know, this is the fight Top Rank gave me to not fight Jose Ramirez, right? So anyways, you know, I was so nervous. Like, I fought in New Orleans, my hometown. It was it was all for me. The whole city was there, like not the whole city, but obviously, but like the big celebrities, it was all in the building. The fucking governor of Louisiana was there with me. And so I remember coming out, I walked out to the ring, and it just got black. Everything got black. And you know, if you look at Top Rank and ESPN, they play the fights on the big screen at the top. So I'm looking at the top, looking at the big screen. You know, all the greats, Ali, Ray Leonard, you know, Hagler, all them, you know, they playing all the great fights over the years. And I'm looking at it, and then once it goes off, it just gets black. And then they open the curtain up, and all you see is camera phones, you know, like all of them, all the people looking at me. And I was like, fuck, everybody I know is here, you know, everybody I know is here. So fucking nervous. And that was my worst fight. So going into the Terry Flanagan fight, that was my next fight right after that fight. And I knocked him out in like the 6th round or something like that. But man, I remember he hit me in the 1st round, and he hurt me a little bit. You probably couldn't tell from the video, but he hurt me a little bit, and it was like I was just so nervous. I was so, you know, I was just so tense, and I was so nervous, and he hurt me. But luckily, like I said, I stopped. I got the stoppage or whatever. But anyways, and then after that, the Terry Flanagan fight, everything I felt just switched. Like all the nervousness I had from the previous fight, everything just reversed. I just felt loose. I felt comfortable. I felt good. And, you know, I just felt like that.
Every time I think about the fight you had with Hidalgo, it makes me think of that time when Errol Spence tried to say your name when he was drunk.
Errol,
yeah.
How you gonna say my name? Know me, bro. What you talking about, Errol? Know me.
That's the one thing I think about all the time.
Yeah, he was drunk.
Yeah, that was funny.
Right.
He said about 3 different versions. He said he can't even beat Prograis. He don't got a better record than Regis. And I'm like, bro, get the motherfucker's name right. You know him.
Yeah. That shit was.
I'm tripping. I don't know how I forgot this. The last fight against Red Kosh, how that ended. What did you think at that time?
He just won it out. It was, I mean, listen, bro, like that whole fight, it was like it was just like kind of a party vibe the whole time. It really felt like I was the only one serious. Even Ivan was like walking around Atlanta. Ivan, you know, and I know Ivan, bro. Me and Ivan sparred. So I was like, bro, you gonna pay me to spar? Like, really? You gonna pay me to fight my sparring partner? Shit, I bet, whatever. You know, and I got paid the highest on the fucking card that night. And it's like, you gonna fight my sparring partner? So like, all right, that's cool. But I still took it, you know, I took it regular. I took it like for me, I still took it like a real fight. And I was the only one like taking it serious. It was just like everybody was like in a party mode, you know, like everybody. It just kind of felt like the whole Triller thing just felt like a party, which it was. It was a party, but for me, it wasn't. It's like, this is my job. This is serious to me, you know. But people was walking around. You know, people was walking around Atlanta. I saw Ivan and his wife in the thing in the lobby and stuff. They walking all around Atlanta, downtown Atlanta, wherever we was at. They walking around and stuff. But yeah, he, you know, I didn't. the fight was all right. I didn't really like the fight, to be honest. I mean, I felt like I should have did more. I was more focused on just not getting hit, and I don't even think Ivor hit me one time in the fight. He probably hit me one time. We went 6 rounds. He probably hit me one time, a graze one time. But I mean, he won it out, and he said he fucking, he said I hit him low. Obviously, everybody saw it wasn't low, and that was his wife got. Yeah, his wife got in the ring, and she was cursing me. I should say, not in the ring. She was like right by the ring. You motherfucker, fuck you. And I'm like, bro, I didn't even hit him low, bro. What are you talking about? But that's how that went, bro. It was just like party mode.
Did that disappoint you at all?
Kinda, because for me, I should have been the one stealing the show. I mean, I was like right before Jake Paul, so for me, I should have went out there and really stole the show, but I really did. I feel like my performance really wasn't that good. I mean, I just was slick. I was real slick. He didn't touch me. And, it was just like pop and move or whatever. But when I watched the footage, I don't even like watching the footage because it was just like, it was kind of a bullshit fight, basically. That's all.
And I remember that I think it wasn't even trying to count it as a TKO at first.
At first they did. Then they switched it. Yeah, they went and switched it and got the knockout.
When they realized that he quit.
Yeah, he quit. Uh-huh.
All right, y'all. I'm going to get off for now. Regis, thank you for coming on. We appreciate it. It was good to chop it up with you, champ. Can't wait to see you get in the ring and whip some candy ass soon.
We'll see, brother. Hopefully so. But like I said, I'm going to just I keep working, keep training. I probably about to go train right now. Just keep doing what I got to do. And, just keep getting better. And something will pop off.
Definitely. All right, guys.
You got anything for him?
All right.
You got anything for him, Jim?
What's up?
Yeah,
man. Get this dude back in the ring, bro. I mean, honestly, like Ramirez was my guy at 140. But Ramirez, I think he's going to go up, man. So, I mean, I rate you number 2 at 140 right now. And I don't think Taylor wants to do a rematch. I really wanted to see Davis step up because I don't think Davis belongs at 140. I think he belongs at 135. But, I'm a big Davis fan. If you've ever seen me talk on it, I don't know if you've ever watched the show or anything, but I think Davis is protected. Like how you see him jumping up and down from divisions, usually they do that with a fighter when they're scared he's going to lose. Because then if let's say he loses that one of the division, he could go to another division and settle in that division.
Right.
I think and then they said he'll only fight PBC fighters. So I was like, oh, fight Regis. Fight this guy, fight that guy. So
I'm not with PBC.
I'm
not with PBC.
You have PBC?
No.
Who you with?
Nobody. I'm free agent.
Were you with PBC?
No. I fought on the show, but I'm not. I wasn't with him, but I fought on the show. But
that's why I mixed that up. Okay, that's why I mixed that up.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, then they definitely not getting that fight.
No, that's what that works, bro. It's kind of like you gotta be with him. It's kind of like you gotta be in that circle, And
there's one other guy who can't seem to get a fight, Devin Haney. Would you ever fight him?
Definitely. Yeah. I'll fight. Listen.
I just thought about that because, you can't get a fight. He can't get a fight.
You can't say a name to me at 140. I'll fight anybody at 140. I'll fight. You can't say one name at 140. I won't fight. I'll fight anybody at 140. But I'm done calling out people because when I call out people, the fights don't happen. So, of course, I'll fight anybody. Whoever they put in front of me, I'll fight them. It don't matter. With me, bro, I don't.
Too much politics.
Yeah, I don't discriminate about fights, bro. When they tell me I'm fighting somebody, what you think about fighting this fight? How much I'm getting paid? That's all I want to know. If they tell you, I don't know where y'all work at, but if somebody tell you go do this job, what you gonna say? How much I'm getting paid? That's all I worry about. How much you gonna pay? I don't give a fuck about who I'm gonna fight. I don't care.
Strong union, man.
Huh?
I'm in a very strong union in New York.
Right. So I said, listen, bro. How much? I don't care about who. Don't throw a name at me. Yeah, bro. How much you gonna pay me? That's all I worry. That's it. Huh? All right.
Yeah, I was say I don't have any more questions, but I really, really, really appreciate you coming on here.
No problem, brother. Y'all called me at a real good time. Usually I'm sporadic, like you said. You hit me. It was like, yeah, when you do, I was like, let's do it right now. Let's do it today. Because I'm, that's it.
If you don't mind, could you just give me a follow? That's all I ask.
All right, brother. All right, I got it. All right, bet. I'm holla.
All right, yo, busy.
Yeah.
All right.